Hi, friends. All right, today we are going to learn about Marc Chagall. He was a Russian French artist. He was born July 7th, 1887, and he died March 28th, 1985. Now, the reason I didn't put 1985 here, the way I put 1887 here, is because we know that he couldn't have died before he was born. So, and there is no 2085, so we can assume that this is 1985. All right. His artwork was based on emotions and not logic. He believed that art doesn't need to make sense. It needs to make sense to the artist who's creating it, right? A lot of his art originally featured cubism, surrealism, fauvism, but he didn't want to have his art centered on just one type of art. So his was like kind of all over the place. He also did like stained glass windows and a lot of other types of art. There's a really, really, really good book called Papa Chagall, Tell Us a Story. It tells about his life. He had, a little bit of a rough upbringing and how he became an artist and everything. It's a really, really good book. Even though he lived in tough times, his art showed differently. It was very, very happy and bright, which is one of the reasons I really like him. One of the pieces that I like by him, I did this one with oil pastels. But it was called the Peace Window. I usually do this with students with tissue paper. So instead of me coloring all these pieces back here, I didn't finish. I would have cut for you a bunch of different colored tissue papers, and we would put the whole background like stained art with tissue paper, and then we would put your hand on top. So when he created this Peace Window, he made it for the United Nations, and he actually made it to honor the previous Secretary General of the UN. What I like about his stuff too, if you can notice, here, let me show you first. What do you notice about that? If you noticed this fish up here, he always had something in his pictures that, for lack of better words, didn't belong, like a fish in the sky. All right. So that was kind of his signature, that he always had something that didn't belong somewhere. So I'm going to show you how to draw a Marc Chagall. So for this, before you pause, you need oil pastels again, or color pencils or crayons. All right. So you can pause me and go get that. Let me get a piece of paper too. So I will do this with you. Let me take my paper so I can do it with you. So you're going to put your paper vertically, up and down, all right? Like this. Now, you know that when Mrs. G usually teaches you how to draw, let's see if I can bring this a little closer. I always kind of tell you either to envision that your paper is cut or there's a line here into four, so you have four quadrants. It makes it easier for you to draw, and it makes it easier for you to have the right proportions when we draw. So the first thing that we're going to draw, and I'll do it with white only because I want you to be able to see it, is I want you to draw on the bottom two quadrants a hill. Again, there is no perfect way to do a hill. It's just a big curve at the bottom of your paper. All right. Now we're going to add some simple buildings and a tree. Now when I tell you simple, simple, right? I did a building and a door. Here's another one. Again, you're going to go to the curb of this, so you'll notice that this side right here is a little bit longer than this side because this side of my hill goes down. This one I might add a little window, and they may have a double door like we do in school, right? And again, I'm going to do a simple tree. Here's a trunk, and then I'm going to kind of draw just a circle. Good? All right. Now, at the bottom of this page, we're going to draw more trees. So I'm going to draw The same one I did up here, but a little bit taller. So there's that. I'll draw another one next to it. This one I might get fancier. And I'm going to draw one more. Good? All right. Now, this is where kind of his Marc Chagall comes in. You're going to take your paper and you're going to flip it upside down. I know, crazy. We're going to draw a car. So right here, I have space. I'm going to draw a car right here. So I'm going to start with my wheels. So I just did 2 wheels here. Again, I'm doing a simple car, right? Just went, made a, like a small little rectangle. I went up, down here. I'm going to go down. Like that. And then I'm going to connect it here. And then I'll do a window. Okay. Good so far? Now we're going to flip it back up. And I'm going to make a big sun right here. Everybody good? You can draw a face if you want. Up to you. Guess what? Yep, we're going to flip it again. So I'm going to flip it. On this side, I'm going to kind of do the shape of the sun. Like that. And I'm just going to draw a person. So I just did the leg, just a little leg. I'm going to make the torso a little higher so that I can have the hands here. And for the hands, I didn't even draw fingers. I just kind of did like a little ball. Come on ahead. Now I'll go back and I'll erase this right here. I can do it with my finger. So we don't have that line going through the body. Because I'm using white, I can just go over it with a different color, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to draw trees. All right, we're going to flip it again. I have no more sticky in my stuff. And I'm going to just draw a butterfly. Look, it's flying. And I'm going to draw a flower like the butterfly is flying to that flower. And you're done. Now you get to paint it. All right. Again, it's seeing the unexpected. A lot of his paintings too were very dreamlike. So he would have like somebody flying towards the sun or somewhere in the sky. So I hope you like this project. And once you're done, you can show me on Class Dojo or Flipgrid. All right. Bye.